What are some revolutionary changes happening in ad tech because of AI?
I think the automation stuff is like no small thing to look at. How many armies of poor 23-year-old students have been doing tedious bullshit in ad tech? Like, hey, update this
That's true.
creative, fiddle with these macros. The work is like just calling out to be automated, right?
To me, I'm looking for some of these things that are more fundamentally different about, workflow automation. Granted, it's something, right? Because there's a lot of work that goes into preparing presentations, setting up lines,
Yep.
optimization, whatever.
Nobody like likes that work. Anyway, no one likes that stuff.
I love that stuff.
Oh, well, you're a freak. You're into weird stuff. I would guess that when it comes to AI for the next 5 to 10 years, it's going to be a lot of stuff like that. Small ways to make things a lot better. Not having to do a bunch of rote nonsense work to traffic a campaign. Like stuff like that, I think is a big deal.
One thing we've been doing is moving our filtering parameters to the GPUs in the bid stream because you can handle just massive amounts of volume. Standard setup we had with the Redis, we got about 10,000 QPS per server on the servers we had.
Wow.
And then this one, we're getting 85,000
Wow.
QPS. With the volume that you can put through a GPU is ridiculous. A local setup right now, which is actually the coolest thing I've ever had. I'm running a Quen, whatever it's called.
Quen.
Yeah, locally. And then I have it talking with ChatGPT. The setup is awesome because it executes everything by itself. It iterates and then learns from itself. I suddenly saw this power. This is ridiculous. I can start improving the code by just telling it to improve the code. It can write unit tests and fail all day long and just keep making it so it's better and better.
If you had an equivalent version where you had a fully automated trader and you exposed endpoints,
that was my point.
Update the bid modifier for this domain on this placement at this time of day. If you had something like that available, maybe that would work really well for an agent to learn how to like interact with it.
What you could do is train the models that it could pull the data and go in this loop. Here's your log file endpoint,
Right.
Here's your conversion. That's really all you need. It can almost reason by itself as far as like what is the best strategy here, and then just move money into those.
Right.
There's like, and granted, this is all kind of my point before is that it's busy work. We were able to do this forever.
Right.
But if we do stuff like massive scale like this, then it suddenly becomes cool. And then on top of that, you need the GPUs because you can never run this in anything other than that.